Hello, hello, hello. Let me do my usual and share this out, and then we will get started. I suddenly forgot how to do this. Love in action. Y'all can join the broadcast channel here on Instagram if you would like. And you can also join the Telegram broadcast channel and super chats. That is where I am sharing this stuff to. And Team Better. And there we go. Alrighty. Hello. I'm Tara Priolo. I'm your resident white-facing biracial multi-passionate musician, and I talk about the issues that nobody wants to talk about and push you to do the same. Happy Pride. Make it a riot. I am doing Love in Action's Daily Boost today. Dr. Flo and I are flip-flopping this week, so I'm Monday through Wednesday. He is Thursday through Sunday, and we may flip more often. Just to vary it up a little bit and help us both stay entertained by the things that we're talking about. Okay, so Daily Boost is a free offering from Love in Action Network, which is a peer support mental health organization where we help you, if you choose, heal in order to put your love in action. It is run by CEO Dr. Flo at Andre in the Flow on all platforms. And we also have our practitioner at Poppy Wata 33, who is the CEO of House of Mommy Wata. And then, of course, me, Tara Priolo. I'm the owner operator of Tara Priolo Studio. Okay, let's get started. Today is Solar Plexus Chakra Tuesday. Wow. We're going to do a little bit of black liturgies from a few weeks ago. We're going to do a couple questions, and then we'll do the beady, and then we'll get out of here. Like I said yesterday, I'm going to try to keep this short. I've got a babe that is figuring their life out in terms of sleep habits. So we're just gonna move quick so that we don't get stuck with a screaming baby. And let me move the camera a little bit so I'm not constantly looking away from you all. There we go. All right. So this is from 5 weeks ago, and the caption says, "You shouldn't have to accommodate a lie in order to keep the peace." And then it says on the slides, "I was never more hated than when I tried to be honest." Ralph Ellison. The truth is rarely palatable to those who benefit from the delusion. We talk about that concept in the Deconstruction Junction masterclasses, which are all becoming the same thing. The through line is the social justice, everyone should be free, joy is the revolution, liberation. Okay, we're going to incorporate that into all of the topics. And so those will be changing, I believe, starting in July. All right. So the truth is rarely palatable to those who benefit from the delusion. Does that sound like anybody? It's by Cole Arthur Riley, the author of this account. To tell the truth is to become beautiful, to begin to love yourself, value yourself. And that's political in its most profound way. To tell the truth is to become beautiful, to begin to love yourself, value yourself. And that's political in its most profound way. That's by June Jordan. Even when they call your truth a lie, tell it anyway. Tell it anyway. Reverend Katie Cannon. Here we go with some breath exercises. You can do more breath exercises with Poppy Wata on Saturdays in Waiting to Exhale. Breathe in. I won't bow to a lie. Exhale. I move toward truth. Inhale. I won't bow to a lie. Exhale. I move toward truth. That's the Black Liturgies. I encourage you to write down which slide or remember which slide impacted you. For me today, I thought it was going to be the first one, but the one that actually I found the most impactful was even when they call your truth a lie, tell it anyway. Tell it anyway. Reverend Katie Cannon. Welcome, Dr. Flo. We're just wrapping up Black Liturgies and moving into solar plexus questions. So I say this every day. I really do. I say this every day. But we have over 100 episodes where Dr. Flo or one of our other practitioners is discussing the nuts and bolts of the the nuts and bolts of the chakra. Gosh, the nuts and bolts of the chakras. And so you can go back to the Substacks. Hello. It says that it must be two of you. You can go back in the Substack. You can go back on the podcast. Thank you. You are loved and lovable as well. And you can listen to the times that we have explained what the nuts and bolts of the chakras are. And then also, you can look forward to a workbook coming out sometime soon on the chakras from the House of Mami Wata. Okay, so let's get started. Reflecting on the solar plexus chakra, also known as Manipura chakra, I really need Sanskrit lessons, y'all, involves exploring aspects of personal power, self-esteem, and inner strength. We're going to get into the questions in a second, but the affirmation of today is I do. So what do? You can either put it in the chat where you're listening, or you can write it down on your own, or you can, put it wherever. Put it in your head, put it on paper, put it on your phone, whatever. What do you do? I do. Somebody yesterday was like, I can't believe how much you do. And lots of people say that to me. And then I realized that I do a lot. I do mother. I do work with humans. I do administrative work. I do love. I do love myself. I do love my community. I do love my family. I do learn and grow, Dr. Flo says. I do my life's assignments. Yes, yes. I do commit. I was going to say stand by my commitments, but that's just committing. So I do commit. Okay. Like usual, I'm going to scroll and see if one of these topics sticks out to me. And yes, number 7, energy and vitality sticks out to me today. So I'm going to read the questions. I may or may not answer the questions for myself, but we'll see. Hello, Erica. We do commit. What do we commit? We commit loved and lovable action. Hashtag push the damn button. Dr. Flo was talking about that in Bigo or Instagram. In Bigo or Instagram. It doesn't matter where. We were talking about pushing the damn button on your influence in your life. Ciao. Okay, energy and vitality. Y'all write it down if any of these stand out to you, wherever feels comfortable to you. You can do it in the comments. You can do it on the notes app. Push it good. I feel like we should have a jazzercise course on pushing the damn button, and it'll just be like this. Anywho, y'all that didn't see that in the video, you got to go to the Substack, okay? If you're on the podcast, go to the Substack. Energy and vitality. How is my overall energy level and physical... Hello, Megan. Energy level and physical vitality. I think I need to read that again because I don't think I understood even what it said. How is my overall energy level and physical vitality? Keep that index strong. That's it. We did have someone tell us that their index fingers no longer worked, and that's why they couldn't do dishes. People. Do I feel energized and motivated to pursue my goals, or do I often feel lethargic and unmotivated? How do I recharge and replenish my energy? All right. I'm going to read them one more time and see if there's one that I want to answer. Erica says, my energy resonates a protective veil over me. Most people say that when they meet you. Your energy resonates. Every energy has a resonating pitch. Just depends on if we want to engage that pitch. Also, if y'all can hear the yelling, I think that's my new next door neighbors, so I apologize. Anyway, how is my overall energy level and physical vitality? Well, most people tell me that my energy level is super, super high, and they don't understand how I do all the things that I do, like I said earlier. I feel like my energy level is very mid today. It's very mid. It's very mid. I did get enough sleep. I had my coffee. I have nourished myself. But I'm still at a mid, right? My physical vitality. I feel really good in my body, even though I literally gave birth 8 weeks ago. And they sliced and diced me. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like my body feels ready. My brain feels a little mid. You've had your probiotics. That's good. All right. Do I feel energized and motivated to pursue my goals, or do I often feel lethargic and unmotivated? I feel lethargic and unmotivated when I am doing other people's shit. And this is a lesson that I have learned over and 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 over, like yesterday's We the Urban, in my life. I have learned this lesson. There's a reason why I quit all of the positions that I was in, that I walked away from a board. Well, that was for transphobic reasons, because they were being transphobic and I walked away. Happy Pride, make it a riot. But when I'm doing other people's things that I don't like necessarily truly believe in, that's not Love and Action Network, y'all. That's not Love and Action Network. I clearly promote Love and Action Network and Tara Priolo Studio. Love and Action Network, I frankly feel like, is a part of me, because I've been here for a long time, and and I have healed through it. So, but when I'm working on other people's stuff, I often feel unmotivated and like dragging my feet, and I feel like a mooer. But when I am working on my stuff, or Deconstruction Junction, or even these daily boosts, like when I go to Instagram to find the inspo for the beginning of my daily boosts, I feel motivated, right? I feel good. And that's a signal that I'm doing what I'm meant to do. And so that's, for me, that means that I need to find ways to exist in capitalism that actually, it's the same journey that many people in Love and Action are on. I find a way to make more money so that I don't have to work for other people. As much as I believe in it, as much as I really do quite enjoy one of my admin positions, the ones that are like spitty spotty, those ones I really do not enjoy. I really do not. Like today I need to go back and make a program, and I'm not enjoying it. Not enjoying it. Because I have to chase people. That's the reason. Okay, how do I recharge and replenish my energy? I sleep. I have conversations with the people that I love. I watch TV. That's the sanitizer. I watch TV. I really enjoy well-made television, which is HBO. And sometimes BBC America. I really like nature shows. That's one thing y'all should know about me. I really like nature shows. And I really, like, last night I was watching Lord of the Rings. Cinematography. Like, I wish I knew more about it. Someday in my life, when I'm not so busy, hashtag Team HBO. Someday in my life, I want to learn more about, like, how to create good cinematography. Like, what all goes into it. Anywho. All right, my energy, Erica says, my energy becomes drained when I allow other people's energy to influence my own. Yeah. Dr. Flo was also talking about this. I don't know where. Dr. Flo talks about this a lot, but like, we are all influencers of each other, and we are all mirrors of each other in various different ways. But you have to stay true to yourself. You have to trust yourself. You have to know yourself. You have to know your energy so that you're not constantly pulled off of your center in order to pursue your dreams, right? And to stay on that track, because people, whether they intend to or not, are always going to try to pull from you. And I talk about this in my Joy is the Revolution Masterclass, weird plug, but my Joy is the Revolution Masterclass. We talked a lot about how you only want people to pull from the overflow. You only want people to have influence over the thing that doesn't have influence over you, right? So your principle is the thing that has influence over you, and then people can have influence over the overflow. People get the overflow. Y'all are getting my overflow right now. Now my overflow right now, as I was saying, my energy level is mid today, so it's not as bubbly Tara and happy Tara and like, hey, I'm in your face, and hey, I'm yelling at you, and hey, like, we're really going to have an in-depth discussion today. Today, you're getting less of the overflow because there isn't as much overflow, right? But you're not pulling from my principle. You can't have that. Y'all don't get that. The only person that gets that in the world is this child who y'all can't see. That's the only person, because they literally depend on me for their survival. And before that, ain't nobody got it. You know? I accept you as you are. Thank you. I accept you as you are. I try. That's why the overflow is thin. Dr. Flo says give Bruno the overflow as well. And yeah, the overflow is, she's thin. She's thin. Okay, we've gone over those. Let's get to the Beatty. 52 Weeks of Conscious Contact by Melody Beatty. Scroll back. Go listen to the blurbs on right, if you have it. Go listen to the blurbs on the Beatty. I'm not going to explain them here. The theme of this week is passion. We're on day 3. Here we go. Buckle your seatbelts. Sometimes people have judged my passions as unnecessary obsessions. Hang on, because that sentence, y'all, that sentence. Let's just read it one more time. One more time. Run it back. Run it back, Joe. Sometimes people have judged my passions as unnecessary obsessions. Sometimes they are. I fully disagree. But let's continue. Let's stick with Melody. I have been asked, why can't you just go to Alcohol Anonymous meetings? I couldn't tell if it said AI Anon or Al-Non, and it definitely says AL, not AI. Anyway, go to Alcohol Anonymous meetings instead of constantly talking about codependency. Was it obsession or passion? Probably both. But my passion for the subject turned into a book that changed my life. It can be easier to go numb and stay in denial than to feel all the emotions we feel when we're fully alive. Living passionately does rock the proverbial boat. I'm going to read that last paragraph one more time. It can be easier to go numb and stay in denial than to feel all the emotions we feel when we're fully alive. Living passionately does rock the proverbial boat. Proverbial. There are tools at lovedandlovable.org called emotion wheels that you can go to what, honey? Oh boy. That you can go visit to really truly delve into your emotions. You can also, somewhere in one of the chats, Dr. Flo dropped something about spiritual bypassing and like emotional health. It's pinned in one of the chats. So go deeper with us. Live chat us at lovedandlovable.org to get that. The challenge of the week. The hardest part about being passionate... Wait, I missed a word. The hardest part about living passionately is that we may think it's wrong to follow our heart. I should do what others expect me to do. We think. I gotta add in a disclaimer that we are a Bring Your Own Belief organization. The word God is coming up. Replace it with whatever makes your heart feel happy. Okay? That's what God wants me to do. Usually when we follow our heart, even when we're afraid it's wrong, it turns out to be exactly what we need to do. I'll read the challenge one more time. The hardest part about living passionately is that we may think it's wrong to follow our heart. I should do what others expect me to do, we think. That's what love wants me to do. Usually, when we follow our heart, even when we're afraid it's wrong, it turns out to be exactly what we need. I'm trying to figure out if this baby's going to start screaming. it's exactly what we were just talking about. Follow your principle. Other people have influence and they can influence themselves, and we can gain inspiration from those people, or we can choose to not take anything from them, right? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Right? But the reality is that typically when we follow our heart, I think what makes us fearful of following our heart is either A, we might be successful, or B, that people, I find this to be true of people that say things to me, that people believe that people are going to be mad at them or like alienated because we're following our heart. And the fact is, those people never were for you. Quit being a people pleaser. It's not worth it, right? They're not ready to hear you yet. Your message is much bigger, or your message is not for them. It is you plus one. Whatever you need to say to your person, that is enough. And that is what someone else in the world needs to hear. And that is enough, right? And then it just fires off, right? They're not ready to hear you. They are not ready to hear you. And that's okay. They may be back. They're not ready to hear you right now. And if they leave, they are creating space for either more people or more thoughts or more space for your principle to take up. Take up the damn space. Push the damn button. Trust your heart. Trust who you are, because you're enough. Right? Go forth and prosper today, you know? Anyway, that's all for today's Daily Boost. I will be back tomorrow with Hot Chakra Wednesday. The affirmation for tomorrow is I love. It's my favorite day. I haven't done it in a while, and I'm very excited to be doing it tomorrow. You can find all about Love in Action Network at lovedandlovable.org, including all of our practitioners, as well as links to the VIP membership, ways to book Dr. Flo for the love experience or for coaching, and lots of stuff. Emotion wheels, the things that I've already said. Lovedandlovable.org, lovedandlovable.org, lovedandlovable.org. Continue to be anti-racist. Be safe, wear a mask, make good trouble, do good work. I love y'all hardcore. You're loved and lovable, and ain't nobody in the world can change that, including yourself, no matter how hard you try. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.